Hello friends, welcome to Your Travel Sathi. Today I will give update about United Arab Emirates. So if you are planning to travel to United Arab Emirates in future or near future, so what are the travel requirements applicable for UAE, I will discuss in this video. So before starting this video, I request my all YouTube friend, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and share with your friend so that they will get necessary information for their onward journey or destination. Friends, if you are going to UAE, you need to follow some rules, and this rule is applicable for, like, if you are holding any type of valid visa of UAE or a visa granted by the appropriate authority, or you have been like transited, or you have been in a country of the listed, like red listed country. So these countries passengers or travelers need to follow some rules. So what are these countries? First I'll discuss. So name of the country is, number 1 is Afghanistan, number 2 is Bangladesh, number 3 is Democratic Republic of Congo, number 4 is Ethiopia, number 5 is India, number 6 is Liberia, number 7 is Namibia, number 8 is Nepal, number 9 is Nigeria, number 10 is Pakistan, number 11 is Sierra Leone, number 11 is Sri Lanka, number 12 is South Africa, number 13 is Uganda, number 14 is Vietnam or Zambia. So in this listed country, if you have been or you have been transited in the last 14 days, you need to follow some rules for your onward journey to UAE or Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah or any other Emirates in the UAE. So what are the points you need to follow? I will discuss point by point. So number 1 point is, you need to hold a, like if you are a residence permit holder of UAE, you need to hold a ICA approval. ICA, that is the authority of, like, Federal Authority for Identity and Citizenship, or ICA. So you need to hold an approval from ICA. And if you have other than, like, if you are traveling to Dubai, you need to hold approval or an approval, that is GDRFA. So GDRFA, in the sense it is called General Directorate of Residency and Foreigners Affairs. So if you are holding this residency permit and if you have this approval from ICA or GDRFA, you are allowed to go if you are holding a residence permit. Along with that, you need to hold a QR code. So QR code is granted by the federal authority or ICA, and this like GDRFA or ICA does not apply to the resident of or passengers traveling from Afghanistan or Ethiopia. So if you are coming from Afghanistan or Ethiopia, you don't need to carry any GDRFA or ICA if you are holding a residence permit. Number 2 is, you need to carry a negative RT-PCR report, and this report should be in the printed format only. So you need to carry a printed copy of your RT-PCR report. You need to follow, the report must have a QR code. Like, without QR code, this report is not applicable or is not valid. So QR code is must, and this report should be in Arabic or in English version only. No other language is accepted other than English or Arabic. And this report should be approved from the health authority of the concerned country. Like, this report is authorized by the health authority of your country. Like, if you are traveling from India, this report should be recognized from the ICMR approved lab, that is Indian Council of Medical Research. So all other country have a regulator of like this, so you need to follow, your lab is approved from your country's competent authority for issuing this certificate. So this certificate validity is your departure, from departure time of your flight to Dubai minus 48 hours. So your RT-PCR report is basically valid for 48 hours, and it is departure minus 48 hours. So you need to follow these rules before traveling to UAE. Third point is that you need to do a rapid RT-PCR or rapid PCR test from your departure airport for Dubai flight or UAE flight. So this report should not exceed more than departure minus 6 hours, and it is this report should be with a QR code, and it report is based from RNA basis nucleic acid amplification or SARS-CoV-2 viral RNA detection or qualitative test detection or nucleic acid test. So this test is applicable from your departure time to 6 hours, and it is mandatory for every travelers to carry this test report along with QR code. And this is applicable, like if you are traveling from India, you need to carry at least 4,500 for this departure test, and it is cost 4,500. And if you are traveling from Ethiopia, this report is from departure minus 7 hours, means you need to report at least 7 hours of your departure time at the airport, and you need to do rapid PCR test, and this will cost you ETB 1,500 for this rapid PCR test. And next point is, after arrival in UAE or in Dubai, you need to go through a PCR test. So friends, I hope that you have got enough idea what you need to carry or what you need to do before traveling to UAE. So all other condition remains the same. So basically 3 points you need to keep in mind, like you need to carry a GDRFA or ICA approval. Number 2 is you need to carry a COVID negative certificate or RT-PCR certificate before departure, that is 48 hours. And next is you need to carry a rapid PCR test, and this test is conducted at your departure airport only, and you need to pay for this test at the airport only. So friends, I hope that you have got enough idea. So if you have got information from this video, so kindly like and subscribe and share with your friends. So friends, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.